Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. We're going to film at a different angle for today's updates. I'm going to tidy a little bit while I talk to you, and I'm hoping that will inspire you. Not only help me get stuff done, but give you some inspiration for the day. It is Saturday morning about 7. I would say I'm already running behind to where I'd like to be. You know, I just have so much going on and I still feel like I'm catching up from traveling. I haven't checked my post office box all week. Haven't made it there. I'm hoping to make it there today. I can't mail stuff. I do have stuff in my car to mail, but at least I could check my P.O. box, and I have a card that I wanted to get mailed. So we'll get that moving. This week, it was just busy. Real life gets in the way of crafting and relaxing. But there were a couple things that I tried to do since you last saw updates, because I had 2 weekends where updates lagged. And then if you didn't see the video that was what I got done on the weekend, that was kind of like an updates. I just wanted to put it all away. I wanted to order those puffy stickers that were pebbles, the red, white, and blue. And the American Crafts website was kind of a mess. And you guys know that I like to use Amazon. I'm a one-clicker. I also just like it when Noni orders for me and bills me accordingly. I searched all over, and I think it was Kathy that sent me the link and said, hey, I saw these on American Crafts, and I thought, okay. And I set up my account and I did all the work, and then it said my credit card was no good. And I thought, well, that doesn't seem right. So I logged into my bank. My card looked fine. It looked active. There were no flags on it. So then I went on to Amazon, searched Cartabella, and bought this with one click because I was testing my credit card. Also, you can never have too much Cartabella. This is Home Again by Jen Allison. I think I have the 6x6 pad. Sorry, I don't know if you guys could see the counter. Oh, my apologies, you couldn't. So here it is. I ordered it in 12x12. The lighting is weird today too because I have it set up so you can see the counter. And this has the sticker sheet. You know, it's the basic thing, like has the sticker sheet, all the luscious paper, and it's meant to be home and about home and maybe even like romance of home, which some people may have lost in the last year or so. But I think no matter what, it's gorgeous. It's greens and blues, and it has lots of florals that I like. It's kind of like a green-blue version of, you know, maybe their spring market or something. That was a, hey, let's test my credit card, and we like that anyway. Then Noni put in the whole order under hers, and it didn't work either. But the next night, she did get it to work. Those puffy stickers are on the way. She also has prize ribbon, the new Tim Holtz color, on the way for us. You know, I love all the blues, but every time Tim comes out with a new blue, I'm a little bit sad. So I think this is going to be the one. I really think this is going to be the one. Chipped sapphire isn't quite right for me. Salty ocean is lovely, but it's a little light. And blueprint sketch is a little purple. I don't know a lot about blueprints, but that wasn't the direction that I was hoping for. I really, really hope. And the projects that I've seen online, they look amazing with it. So I'm excited. And I ordered more than just the Distress Oxide. Well, when I say I mean Noni, of course. Do you guys have coffee? If you don't, get yourself some coffee or some tea. But I don't want this to be too long because I need to get it uploaded. So while I work on this mess, I think I probably have to talk a little bit louder. So I'm going to try to be careful about that. I'll tell you a couple things. So it's Saturday. Today we're celebrating my sister's birthday. At this point, I don't know where her card is. You saw me make it in basic gray, but then I've misplaced it. So I'm hoping to track that down as I tidy. It's not in the basic gray bin. I don't see it on the counter. I don't know where it is. So I need to find that. And I want to stamp up the envelope and get that all ready. Her name has Rose in it. That's why I use the Rose stamp. I've got bits of stuff I want to keep here. Bits and bobs all over the counter. There's a sale here in town that, you know, Noni's still laid up with her knee. She's doing great. She's recovering. She's got her knee replacement and she's hanging out, but she can't go scope things out on Fridays. There's a sale here in town that showed a whole bunch of old typewriters, a bunch of old collectible stuff. I don't need a typewriter, an old one, but I kind of wish I hadn't gotten rid of mine. So if I get to a sale and there's one that's not a lot of money, I would definitely bring it home with me. That is at 10 o'clock today. I might do that. We'll see how the day's going. And then somebody, I believe her name was Sunny, that is local and figured out that we're like really close to each other. She messaged me and said, hey, you know, I have some stuff for you. So I don't know exactly, since I don't have my schedule figured out, I don't know when I'll get to meet up with her, but I just thought that was fun. If you think there aren't crafty people by you, just keep looking. There are. Oh, and Sunny's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I'm hoping she's going to help me figure out those new Stampin' Up! Pads. These, I don't want to do it right now because I'll be coated in ink, but the very brand new Stampin' Up! Pads, there's not as big of a divot on the side for your fingers. They don't slide as well. I was covered in ink by the time I got mine open, and Noni couldn't get hers open without help. Yeah, we could use some help from you smart Stampin' Up! Ladies out there, or gentlemen, either way. Then I was talking to Heather, and these are all people that I have gotten to know through my channel. So you are not left out. These are not like my secret friends I had before. Heather lives in New York. Now, I don't know if it's like New York proper. I have not spent any time in New York, just JFK. So I don't know anything. But she crafts on her bed or her dining room table. That's it, right? Because real estate and the size of your house is very different. And we were talking, and first of all, I just can't imagine doing that because I craft until I'm exhausted and then go to bed, and I would have to clean up. It would be terrible. Mr. Crafting and Relaxing would find me passed out on a pile of paper. But we were talking about how different it is for everybody. Have you guys seen a video of my neighborhood, or I know I have videos of my yard, but do you want to see anything about my community or that kind of thing? I live in an area with lots of trees and the river's across the street and lots of parks, and it's just, you know, it's like suburbs in Oregon. I think it's kind of fun. There's somebody who makes videos of her area, and I'm trying to think of her channel name, not her name. I can't get it, you guys. But I kind of love to see it just because you see different parts of the country. I guess it's the COVID way of visiting new states. So let me know if you want to see that. You can see what it's like and why I live here, even though now it gets to be 115 degrees. This is just a variety of stuff you've seen in hauls or gifts, and it's just piled up. That's what's happened here. And then also, you know, my trash to treasure stuff needs to be put away. The cupboard of shame is in pretty good order, but I think as I look at this pile, I realize it's because I haven't put anything away in it. That's a deal breaker, isn't it? Here's some tags that need to go in that binder that I put them in. I don't know if you can see what's going on here. I feel like it looks better. Let's go. Junk journal, junk journal, junk journal. This could be anything. Big stamp that doesn't really fit anywhere else. Some bookmarks. Okay, let me tell you a funny story while I do this, and then, well, it might be too soon for it to be funny for me, but someday it will be funny, and I'm sure you guys will get a chuckle out of it. We have talked about it. I'm not a good shopper. I'm a great buyer. Like, just pop in, buy all the stuff, and get out. I'm good at that. But I'm not a great shopper. And I had noticed in COVID that I was wearing like flats, not sandals, but flats and stuff around the house or to the store. I left a pair of almost like plasticky, really, that's what they look like patent shoes on the porch when it was 115 degrees. Hey, guess how that worked out? And then I would look down and realize I was wearing those shoes to work. So they were all cracked and a nightmare. So I thought, that's it. It's time to do some shopping. So the Nordstrom anniversary sale came up. It was in my email. It was like, hey, buy from us. If you're not familiar, I don't think Nordstrom is all the way across the country. We got interrupted because an alarm went off on my phone to remind me to make the updates video, and then it stops filming. So I think we're on track. Anyway, Nordstrom. So I decided I was going to shop. Nordstrom was a high-end department store, and we had one in Salem. And I'm going to tell you guys this because I feel like you're still going to love me, but it's not one of my like prouder moments. It's kind of like I don't know, it's ridiculous. But So Nordstrom had personal shoppers, okay? So you could literally have someone who knew you. And I had Carly, and I adored Carly. And the way it worked was Carly would, when the sale came out, she would fill a dressing room. And Carly knew I liked blue. She knew I'm not, like in crafting, I'll try all kinds of different things. In fashion, that's not me. I just want stuff that's going to be the same year after year. I want cardigans and slacks and prints with blue in them, probably some floral. You know, like my scrapbook papers. My favorite scrapbook papers, I'll take those as a shirt. I don't want to be covered in zippers because that's cool that year. So I would go in there. She would have a whole dressing room ready. I would try on everything that I wanted, maybe grab a blue purse that she had set out for me and be out of there. I mean, maybe hit the makeup counter, but that's it. The whole thing was probably an hour rung up and out the door. That is how I like to roll. So I thought, I can do this. So I went on Nordstrom's in the sale, and during the sale, the prices are pretty good, and they're brands that I know. I'm a tiny bit on the tall side. Like, I didn't turn out tall, but my legs are. So I like to try and stick with the same brands for pants. It didn't work out on the sale. And not because I am picky about brands, but because I end up returning all the pants, because if they don't go to the ground, I'm embarrassed. So I ordered, it was a big spree for me. I ordered a couple pairs of shoes, couple pairs of pants, because when I went to the Garth concert, the capris that I wore didn't have pockets, and that made me crazy. So that was on my list. I need a clear bag and some pants to wander around in the, you know, really hot weather that have pockets. So yesterday I'm working away and my phone keeps ringing. I'm in a meeting, I'm trying to do something, and my phone keeps ringing. And I figure it's like spam or something. So I'm trying to ignore it, and it just won't stop. And then I try and answer the call, and so I take the call and I step out of a meeting, and the lady is like, "This is so-and-so from Nordstrom. We're having a problem with your shoes. Did you receive them?" And I said, "No, it's been like 4 days. I don't even know if any of my stuff is shipped." When I click the link, it just says today's date at the top. And then I go in this circle of all these links and I can't even tell if it's shipped. I mean, at my house, I can just, well, we don't want to talk to her right now, but I can just ask Alexa and she will tell me where my stuff is, right? But that doesn't work for this. I can't even figure out if it's shipped. So then this lady tells me it's been delivered to a store. And would I like her to give them my phone number so we can connect and I can pick it up? And I think about it for a minute, and I'm super busy at work. I don't have time to do any nonsense. I mean, nothing. I know I'm not getting off work early. And I tell her, I said, there's not a Nordstrom store near me. I'm not going anywhere to pick that up today. Maybe this weekend. And she says, it's not at a Nordstrom store. It got delivered to a retail business near you. And I'm confused, right? And then I forget. I go back in my meeting. I think, well, shoes are the least of my worries today. And I totally forget. Then at night, I get home and I'm kind of figuring out, like, what am I going to do this evening? I'm just going to shove this. Where should this go, you guys? Let's put this in Joy a Blue bin. You know, in reality, that's why we don't clean up. It's because we can't figure out where to put the stuff, right? Sometimes you just have to make a decision. Maybe it should have gone in the mixed media or the cupboard of shame, but sometimes you just have to make a decision. So anyway, I get home and I'm thinking, what should I do tonight? I'm pretty tired. You know, maybe some Dr. Mario or some TV. Oh, these are so cute. I still haven't made these. And I realized there's this voicemail on my phone, so I listened to it. And it's a lady from a store, a thrift store. I think this is a nice piece of Stampin' Up! Paper. Well, it can't be because it's not the same color. It doesn't match. I'm going to put this in July Daily. July Daily is a pile on the other counter. And the reason I'm telling you where I'm putting this stuff is so you can get an idea of like how my brain works and how I'm cleaning up. This I'm going to put over here in the July Daily pile too because it's a beautiful silver star. So I call this lady back and she is, I can't remember if I've told you about the amazing bakery by my house, but she's literally like on what you would call the main drag right by my house. her address number is the same, but her street name is not the same. So had anyone read the package, they would have said, especially anyone that lived around here, oh, you're on the wrong road. You're literally not on the right, it's like 5 blocks over kind of thing. These are all things that I kept for junk journaling or pockets or tucks in journals. This is from a hotel and you can put cute paper right over this or a sticker. This is from Starbucks, which it's not necessarily my place of choice, but you can put something cute over this. I had a coffee thing from, I can't remember what the chain name was. I was traveling and it was really cute what they had on it, and I used it in a journal. It was precious. So anyway, I go to this store, I pick up my shoes. The lady's really nice. She has a name tag. Her name is Sarah. So the delivery guy came in and was like, hey, these are your shoes. And she was like, no, these aren't my shoes. And she didn't really look at the package. She's a thrift store. She said, we don't accept packages here. An alarm went off again. I think the same one. I don't know. Anyway, the packages are supposed to go to the donations guy. So she doesn't really get to look at the package. She doesn't realize what's going on. She said it was strange. Like he was like in an unmarked vehicle, like, just some guy who showed up. So she didn't really realize he was making deliveries. She thought he was a person dropping off donations at their thrift store. So then they take my big giant box with my first and last name and my address and the whole deal. They give it to the donation people, and the donation people are like, this isn't right. So anyway, the super nice lady from the store called Nordstrom and said, something's not right here. What's going on? Why are your people delivering to our store? And then they connected. So I went and got my shoes. I figured you might want to see them. You could have guessed what color they were, right? So anyway, I went and got my shoes, and I was super excited, and I thought, I got these for kicking around, maybe work some days, whatever. I brought them home, I tried them on, and yeah. Can you tell in the video? Here, let me help you. So the bottom of the shoe is lined up. So needless to say, this pair of shoes does not both fit me. Yeah, that was a hot mess. So after all that, they sent me dud shoes, and I had an inkling that something was wrong because the exterior box was perfect and the interior box was completely mashed, like it had already probably been mailed and returned once. So my guess is they sent those shoes to somebody and they went, that's not gonna work. So there's none of those left, so now I won't be having those shoes. And nothing else that I've ordered has been shipped. 18th to 24th, when I looked last night, nothing else was even shipped. So, Noni is thinking that maybe I should not be allowed to shop online. She acknowledges that it's not my fault, that they got delivered to the wrong place, but she just thinks maybe it wasn't meant to be. Like, everyone has their talents. And she might be right. She might be right. So you can see, I know many of you have problems shopping online, or, you're really trying to be good and do a freeze and then it's hard. But the reality of it is, for me, it almost never turns out well for me. And so that's why I can resist, for the most part, shopping online. Craft supplies, right? I know if there's a new tool or something like that, that's probably going to work out for me. And I'm good with that. But just in general, shopping, a lady I work with buys clothes on Amazon all the time. She looks adorable. They fit wonderfully. Well, she is petite. And I tried to order pants on Amazon, and I ordered one size way too big, and their length is okay, and the other one is just terrible. Terrible. Plus, I'm pretty sure they were made in China, falling apart, because I noticed after a couple wears, they had a hole, and I didn't remember snagging them in anything. I'm going to put these in the cupboard of shame in the junk journal supplies thing. The maps are great for lining the inside of journals because they're so big, so they can accommodate whatever size you want. They're also good for collage, whatever. I have a lot of West Coast maps. Okay, I'm gonna have to get down in the cupboard of shame and put all this stuff away. These are the extra 2022s that Noni cut for me for my fiscal year journals that I made, the notebooks with the ledger paper. So these I will probably use on the front of journals that I make for, you know, the calendar year 2022. So I don't know where I'll put those. If I put them in journal making, I don't know that I'll ever find them because that's more journal assembly. I don't know. We'll put those right here. How about that? I'll take them out of the bag though and put them into one of these spinny things. Just because if I keep stuff in a whole bunch of different bags, I don't want to pour them into my coffee, then it doesn't get used, right? Because the bag will get piled up. And when I actually want to use them, I won't be able to find them. I was looking for something the other day that I have in a little bag and have been storing forever, and I couldn't find it. Okay, and then I don't throw any of these bags out. I throw them in the drawer. I use them for Happy Mail. I use them for ephemera, for journals. I might put stuff in it and send it back over the fence to Noni. You never know. Could go wherever. Oh, look at this little cutie. I don't think I've made a flip through of this one yet. I still, in general, I would say I am behind in the craft room. Like, I just have so much stuff piled up. Tomorrow is Smash That Small Paper Pad. So Smash That Small Paper Pad always comes out on the 25th. And I have, this was probably supposed to go with something. Let's put it with this one. My apologies if I didn't put it in a package I mailed to you. Tomorrow is Smash That Small Paper Pad, and it will be a surprise to both of us because at this point I don't think a single card put together. That's your only hint, is cards. I was gonna do some before this video just so I could tell you I had some done. See, you guys motivate me to get things done. I'm gonna put these butterflies, I don't know, I think I'm gonna leave these right here and see where the day takes me. Do you do that sometimes where you just leave cute embellishments or things out and say, well, maybe today's their day? I think I've just been, the butterflies are so cute, I didn't want to use any of them. This thing of paper is from the porch drop that I got from my friend's grandma's treasures. I'm going to take it out of here because it's just like the envelope. If I leave it in this, if I leave the 2020s in their little baggie, I won't use them, and I won't use this. And this thing's really broken up. I'm not sure. Yeah, the end's all cracked up and stuff. I'll take a look at it later, but I think it's actual trash, not donate. I think I'll just put these in my solid cardstock bin, and then some of these I'll put in my jar of strips because these would be great for die cutting. They're just, you know, those perfect kind of strips that I keep. Sorry, the lighting isn't great. I decided to film this way on the spur of the moment this morning. I just didn't really know how it was going to work. So I'm going to put all this in my solid cardstock bin, and that is a big iris case. When I have larger things, I do that. I think these that fit, I'll put these, I'm getting to the point where my small boxes of cardstock scraps are not really sorted by color because I'm using it up. I'm doing a good job. I had a free book at a garage sale that was all cardstock, and so that's how they got excessive. So anyway, I'm gonna put those in there because they fit, and the others I'll put in the iris case. And this case is just years of leftover paper from scrapbooking and crafting, and I just put it in here and I'm trying to use it up. I don't have much pink. I know you're surprised. So it's probably good for me to get some pink. And one of these is, did you see, it has a really, really neat shape around the edge. Oh, there's two of them. So that would make a really nice double page layout. It's a little crinkled, but by the time you put it on the page, you could strategically cover the stuff and it would be great. There's some cool stuff in there. All right, I'm just gonna shove this in the hole in the cupboard of Shane. And I think I can put it back here. There we go. Oh my gosh. I wanted to give my sister one of these dog journals, but A, I don't have either one of them finished, and B, I'm worried that neither one of them is right for her. So in a perfect world, I would figure out the dog journal situation for her birthday today and do Smash That Small Paper Pad. So So you can see why I might not make it to the estate sale, even though it looks like a good one. It doesn't look like one that necessarily has any crafty supplies. If I had to guess, I think it was a mail collector, but I think it has a lot of cool old stuff. That would be the category. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that inspired you to make some improvements. See, I do this. I get things out when I'm talking to you guys. So updates usually makes messes. Okay, that's better. And I'll tidy that up. That'll be easy. And then I'll get to work making messes with Smash That Small Paper Pad. I hope that inspired you to have some fun today and to get moving, crafting, and relaxing. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.